right. Let's change our game title. Ooh. Should we make that bigger? All right, over there. Oh, not there yet. Bear with me while we set up our monitoring. Okay, looks good there. Videos looks like they're up. Audio sounds like it's coming through. And we have chat, looks like it's up. All right. And okay, yeah. So we're gonna just finish a little mending here. Right, and then we're gonna go back out to the ravine and look for some copper. And we are day 573 of the journey begins here in Minecraft. And we are over at Inkwood, gathering some copper for our ravine. We are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you like our story-backed builds, feel free to stick around. If you really like it, feel free to share it out. Our kind of long-term plan of projects here, or at least a series of that plans, is to get the inn here done, and then to go through the portal that we have in this little hill back here in our well, and get that path through the nether to where we're going to build a library, get that done, and then work on the library. At least get it framed out, because we also want to frame out and get a path going to Oasis City. And I think that'll be more of the big things. And yesterday we missed our, I guess we can do this. Our second stream, so our Minecraft stream. Did we? And we're gonna try to maintain the dual streams Friday through Monday, and potentially some Wednesdays. However, we're probably gonna miss a few more as we try to get our writing project, one of the writing projects, done by November. So keep an eye out for that. Well, keep an eye out on Blue Sky where we make our go live announcements. Try to announce when we're going live and if streams are canceled. But if you don't see a go live stream announcement, we likely won't be going live. We are trying to create some discoverability there. We do have our Substack article out, and that is on Linktree. So you can read the, well, we'll call it an article, but like journal, progress update, probably a better term, on Linktree/MindTripMedia. That's out. I think there's actually 2 links there. One for our general Because we have two Substacks, and I really need to rename one of them. Maybe just put the author as me instead of putting that as the title of the Substack. Wait, because the title is something else. I just need to get familiar more with Substack. Because I think it's actually like Join the Journey is what I think I called it, but when I'm logged into Substack, I can see both Substacks, but they're both called the same thing. So that's the part that I need to figure out. But in any case, that is underway. We'll get better at that. We'll start putting more there and hopefully get some discoverability out of that. And I think we're going to expand it a little bit and have like a inspiration section. So we'll have little snippets on the Planet Crafter Satisfactory in it. What we did in those games, the inspiration that we're going to try to pull into our stories here. Because you have, I mean, you can build factories and whatnot, but you can't really change the world. So, I guess you could build some kind of limited story, but I don't know. For now, we're just going to put it in as we're playing these for inspiration, little projects we're working on there, kind of like footnotes. And then the rest of it will be, the Minecraft, some of the screen dumps for a while until we get kind of caught up. While we're choosing a particular roof style, so it won't be as much about the story. It'll be a much smaller percentage. Like we're working on this for a book maybe, or we need something to happen here. Like, so we need a bridge so we can, that you have that cross. So we decided to go with a ravine. So things like that. It won't be like reviewing prose or anything like that. And I might talk about Minecraft, why we chose particular color blocks or things like that. So, which is why it will stay free, since it will have some Minecraft talk. The two book projects will be for sale when I finish them, but they won't have anything to do with any games. One, we're building the world here, but it has nothing to do with Minecraft. Just using it as a way to create the art. Yeah, so we're about a sixth of the way through our stream. We're going to stream for about an hour today. Because speaking of writing projects, we have a book club meeting later today. that I plan to attend at least for a little bit. All right. What else do we need to do? That's it. We mentioned at the top of the stream missing our double stream yesterday. So Sundays and Mondays we're trying at least to do Planet Crafter and Minecraft. Fridays and Saturdays we're trying to do Satisfactory and Minecraft. And Wednesdays is a wildcard day, so if anyone in chat is around on Wednesdays and wants to see a game that we have installed, played, that fits kind of with the goals of the stream, then we'll give that a try. And if there isn't anyone in stream that wants to see anything, then it's kind of up to me whether I want to do another one and what that game might be, or whether we do one at all. So sometimes we'll just take that time and put it into writing or other projects that we might have. Because we do have some Lego projects we need to get back to. We have one video recorded, but we haven't got edited yet, which has been probably it's probably been done for over a month now. It's probably been close to 2, and we just haven't got around to editing it yet. I think I'm just gonna have to put it on the calendar and just set a day to do that, instead of trying to like haphazardly squeezing it in. So maybe I'll see if I can not squeeze it in. Maybe I'll see if I can plan it for tomorrow. All right. Yeah. There we go. Now we can just do this kind of back and forth and oh, did I see copper somewhere else? Because I should have mentioned that not only are we trying to... Ooh, I love chicken jockeys. Welcome back. Good to see you again. How's it going? We're digging out the ravine still, but we're also looking for copper. So once we have 4 or 5 stacks of copper blocks, then we're going to start working on the ravine. Or not the ravine, we're going to start working on the N. I don't know. I've seen some chatter pop up in my Discord about it while I've been on stream. I didn't receive a notice when I started Minecraft about updating. So it might be out in Snapshot. Let's take a look. So we've had this stuff, wax oxidized bulbs, and what do you need for this? Oh, you need the blaze rods. Okay. So if it's out, it must be either it hasn't hit bedrock yet or it's in Snapshot. But I have been listening to the spawn chunks on it, and I am looking forward to the copper golem. And I don't know if it's been mods and speculation, but copper hopper and copper rails would have been nice. Nice. Is it out on full release on Java, or is it just snapshot? So I haven't started my Java world up yet. Oh, nice. Okay. I will have to check that out later. Yes. So yeah, I only stream really on this world on Bedrock Realm, but I do have a copy of Java. But yeah, the goal for that was mainly to do world testing of being able to export it here and see if it would import into Java with the seed parity. I just haven't got around to that yet. And I don't mind Java too much, but the cross-device display and scaffolding are enough that I couldn't make it my full time. Oh, that is sad news. I'll do my best to play for you and hopefully help out a little. I play okay. That's one system I actually haven't played. So I have Minecraft on pretty much everything else. Yeah, the Game Pass is $20. Which that would be you know, winning a lot of money. Then maybe I would get an Xbox and get Minecraft on that just to round out the sets. Did we get a like? I think that was a like. Thank you for the likes. Much appreciated. There we go. Okay. But I do have Minecraft on Switch. And the nice part there was upgrading to the Switch 2. The game ported over, didn't have to get a second copy of it. All right. So I don't know what other games I would want to try on Xbox. I'd have to see what was available that I felt would oh, a Mario mod. That sounds interesting. That would actually be really well. I don't know how it would be implemented, but if you had the pipes implemented and you could choose where they go, that would be really handy. Like nether portals, but with specific locations. Even if it was limited to locations with one in whatever dimension, that would be really fun. All right. Yeah, I've never actually had an Xbox. I did have a PlayStation 1. Well, I do have a PlayStation 1. Oh, that's completely understandable. I love chicken jackies. School should come first. Definitely school stuff before my streams. Eventually, if we can stream longer, hopefully we can get around that. But we'll see if we can hit those goals myself. Well, I hope it's fun and a good year for you. What is it? Yeah, I wouldn't mind, well, going back for something, but I don't know if it would be on the something completely new, like on the culinary side, or going for another master's or a PhD. Probably not a PhD. Not that it wouldn't be fun to do research stuff, but time is already stretched pretty thin. Which is one of the things that I missed about, well, later on in school when you could kind of study more what you enjoyed, because it's a luxury that doesn't stick around, or doesn't always stick around. Are we 42? So we need to go down 2 more levels. Well, congratulations. Getting another year closer to getting out of the grades. What did it do? Yeah, it was more on the academic teams. I did do some bowling later on when that became a team. And there's copper here. Do we have... That's what I want to make sure I get. So that's what we're looking for. So we can finish our... Oop. Well, yeah, Minecraft is certainly good, and educational Minecraft I haven't played, but it looks interesting as far as teaching chemistry and whatnot. And you can put a lot of education in Minecraft. So if you go to Overmorrow, well, anywhere we go here, if you were to take, this would be probably later on in Trig, but arctan of divided by negative Oh, so in degrees. Yeah. So if you were to take the arctangent of the 1996, which is the z, or over in Minecraft's case over x, which gets us off screen, but it's negative 1935, and you do that in degrees, you'd get like negative 45.8. And that, since we're dividing our world every 18 degrees from Overmorrow, from the center of the world, that means we're in the third kingdom, which means we're in the right place. Oh, that's a bit of good fortune. So I've made an effort to integrate some trig and math and stuff into the builds that we're doing. Then there's the creative side, trying to build stories and whatnot. No, we're getting there. Okay. But the other thing I would keep in mind is, here we go. Focus interest, or see if you can connect interests. By that, if any classes are related to, well, writing, math, broadcasting, things like that, see how those things can be applied to Minecraft or whatever other interests you might have. Because I'm certainly not a big streamer, but the big streamers definitely put effort into knowing how to write, how to do media production, all things that you can learn in school. Yeah, if you're on the art side and particularly on the writing side, yeah, you could probably do something eventually like what I'm doing, but much better. Write a story, build the world in Minecraft, see how that influences the story. Take it beyond just a game into a tool for art and creativity. There we go. And there's the copper we want. Oop. Yeah, we didn't want to fortunate just yet because we're out of getting low in space. Do we have that? Okay, good. Good. Yeah, writing is something that, I mean, I've done writing, but it hasn't been something I've pursued until very recently. If Minecraft, well, I guess Minecraft was around. Well, it came in later in my studies. I probably would have got more into some of the modding stuff and because I have one little tool that I've written for taking screenshots that helps me clear out the nether when I fire my. Oh yeah, I think they called it the Copper Age, so that would make sense. So if it dropped on Java, then it's probably going to hit Bedrock pretty soon. I think it has a slight delay because it has to be released to like the Play Store, Nintendo Store, and I guess Xbox and all of that. Oh, maybe it just hasn't hit my realm yet. Realms also look a little slower, or work a little slower. I wonder. Nope. 121.101. At least that's what my mobile version is. What version is the copper update? Is that a 122 or is that a 102 something? I imagine I'll have it within a day or so then. Because I usually get a notice when I log into a realm that there's an update available, and I'll have to make sure that all of my attached clients are updated. Sure thing. All right. So what's our time? Okay, we're about a little over halfway through our stream. Approaching the 2/3 mark. All right, so let's welcome back. Yeah, we're using our fortune shovel here, trying to extend our time down here for as long as we can. Clearing out as much as we can before we head over to our skeleton farm to finish, not to finish, but to mend our tools because we're getting low on durability again. But we are making pretty good progress here. Because when I get over to this edge here, we can see, I think this line here is roughly 20. So this is probably about 20 blocks there, give or take. That goes down to probably Y0 there, so we get a feel for how far we need to go. Oh, sorry. What was that? You do have copper stuff? Yeah, none of the copper stuff. Yeah, I don't see it either. Um, well, on the realm, I usually just wait for it to tell me that, congrats, there's a new update. And now there's this, that, and the other thing. Ah. Yeah, I have so many of these kind of terraforming and story-based projects that I keep an eye on that stuff to see if anything is immediately useful, but a lot of it is probably going to come in later builds where I can kind of integrate it from the beginning instead of trying to retrofit it on later. Also, like, not a fan of their change in naming schemes. Something drops on a day, but it would be, a copper update drops on a day instead of the copper drop. That's not a bad idea either. I mean, we happen to be gathering copper now for our tavern roof, so we'll have a little bit of copper to play around with. And I think we have some over at Barter's Bay too, if we really need to go over there, but because we really haven't done much with any of the copper stuff that we saw earlier, like the copper bulbs and all of that. Not that it isn't useful. Like, I do want to use that stuff at some point. All right, so let's sleep and let's see if our other cam is in focus. All right. One of our cats decided to join us. So I've had what's our time? I really do need to mend my tools, so maybe I'll go over there. Let's see if we can fly around. I mean, this could be fun later, just flying around in the cavern. Oop. That was close. Yes, cat. Oh, thank you for sharing. Yeah, we have a... Is it? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, I need to adjust my fingers on the sideboard because it's been... when we were running away from something unsatisfactory, we pushed a little too hard and we didn't have the fingers screwed down properly and it starts moving a little bit. Ah, okay. I do have Snapchat. I just haven't used it much. Like the UI, well, could use a little design, which is if you're on like the visual art side and interested in technology is another thing. Although it might just be me, but yeah. The Snapchat interface feels like it could be simpler. Welcome in, Milan. How's it going? How's the Tuesday? And do you play any Minecraft or any other games? We're mending our tools, so this is usually something I try to save for the last 5 minutes or so of stream and not take up too much of stream time with it, but got back to you. Yeah, thank you for being here. Uh, Mi español es muy mal and only poquito. Which, on that note, I don't mind people speaking other languages in chat, like some other streamers, so long as it's something that I can use Google Translate on. I was never fluent, but I did. Guess you would call it living. I did live in Malaga, Spain, for a little while, very little while. So on the southern Spain on the Mediterranean. And spent a little time in Mexico long before that. Oh, thank you for the like, Milan. But yeah, my Spanish, Italian, French are all very, very bad. Enough to maybe stumble through menus and basic things, but that's about it. Doing okay. Yeah, we're doing pretty good there. Yeah, we're probably gonna spend the last 10, 15 minutes here mending our tools. Generally, I wouldn't do it so early, but since we needed to mend our tools and forgot to do it off stream, we'll take that opportunity to do it now. Because we don't really have enough time to do anything big anyway. Other than, I guess we could fly back to Overmore if anybody wants to see that, and we can mend our tools over at our zombie farm. All right. So in that case, where's our copper? Okay. Do we have enough? Yeah, we've got enough. Okay. We'll drop off some copper and then fly over there. And maybe we'll fly a little bit on the low side. Because there's a footpath, but we won't take that. All right, why aren't we flying? There we go. All right, so let's drop off our copper. called? Oh, eggplants. Interesting. Okay, so that's there. I think we can drop off. That can go up there. Ooh, what do we want to take with us? So we can drop off stuff some here so we can take some things that we need. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, no worries. Just grabbing some dirt to take over to Overmar real quick, and then we'll probably head off here in a little bit. Take care. I love chicken chockies. Have fun at soccer. Did we get all the dirt? Yeah, I think we did. Okay. So time to head over to Overmar. So we have, there it is. So we have a rudimentary path here. I think we're gonna cut off this corner here and make this more straight through here. And then we're using scaffolding as markers, as beacons. Right, so we'd go through the mountain, we'd come out on this side, and then we have a tunnel that goes under because our caravan won't be able to fly. And now we'll just make our way to the other side. There's a nice long village that we can connect up to our storyline road there. We should be heading to Overmar pretty soon. I see the edge of it now. So Overmar is coming into view. And with the dirt we have, we can fill in some of this stuff down here. Perfect. All right. All right, there we go. So we'll cut out this, we'll place down some dirt, and then we'll mend our tools and we'll go from there. What? Do we have a zombie chasing us? Oh. He's got a shovel. Oh. How did he get in here? We should have had, oh, did he come across? Oh, he must have fallen under there. Okay. Okay. Because mob spawning is something else we do need to keep in mind as we're building this out, because we won't have a lot of villagers in here. because we're going to have to be mindful of our iron farm here. But that is something that we're thinking about. Ugh, not what I wanted, but okay. That is one thing that would be nice, that I think if introduced through like the auto crafter kind of mechanic of being able to lock inventory slots. So I guess you can lock them in the auto crafter. You can't choose what goes in each slot, which would be really nice. Because I don't really want to have to mess around with timings for stuff. And not being able to have it be automatic. Because if you have to do timings and make sure that something stops if it runs out of a material, so it doesn't start filling your crafter with everything else it doesn't need, then it's more semi-automatic or even manual. Oh. Okay. Interesting. But anyway, yeah, if you could take that mechanic of locking spaces, that itself would be enough for the player inventory. So locking the hot bars so that you couldn't hot swap items to that spot. So like we did earlier, we wouldn't be able to transfer dirt to my netherite pick. If I locked everything, then it means that I could choose what spot I always wanted the quick pick to go to. And then if the autocrafter implemented being able to lock by item type, and then you added that to the player inventory, that'd be a whole new game. You could really, really organize your stuff that way. All right, so this is sand, okay. So that's pretty good. Let's do a quick fly around. All right. I don't know why Minecraft has trouble with that sometimes. Jumping doesn't seem to get us the height we need for the rocket. But it doesn't happen all the time, so. But yeah, I also like, what did we put down there? I think we put the shroom lights down there to light up the bottom of our little lake here, and I think that actually works pretty well. I don't know if we'll make like the whole bottom, but putting it every so often to light it up, I think is a nice touch. Thank you, Mr. Ghost or Mrs. Ghost, for the follow. Much appreciated. How's the Tuesday going? And do you play any Minecraft or any other games? Right now we're just kind of admiring what we've done in Overmorrow so far. One of the many towns that we're working on as part of a story that we're trying to write, an actual novel, and then building that world in Minecraft. Giving it a loose visual representation here. And there'll be a lot more here than is in the actual book as well. But that's the goal. Oop. Is it too bright? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I haven't perfected the lighting for the cat cam yet, but hopefully it's not too bad. Anyway, we're going to go to our zombie farm and some tools here in a second, but I think we're actually pretty good there because we want it to all be dirt eventually, but we're also building buildings. So oh, we've got a lot on this side. Okay, so maybe we'll start focusing over there because these little patches here and stuff, I'm not too worried about those all being done now. As we build things, we can worry about taking that out and covering it up. So some of it we can just do on the job, and some of it will be done ahead of time, like what we've done so far. So maybe we'll do a little bit of digging here. If we can find any sandstone. Yeah. Because our shovel is in need of repairs, so I don't want to do too much there. Oh. Is this... Oh, this is probably the top of our zombie spawner there. Yeah. Okay. All right, all right. So can we feel anything? What is over here? This must be another part of the backside of the zombie spawner, so I don't want to do too much with that just yet. Let's clear out a little bit of the sandstone over here. Oh, wait. Is this the backside? Oh no, there it is. Okay, so these 4 pillars were going to be part of something. What were we going to do with them? Oh, is this going to be... Was that the bookshop? No, the bookshop was going to be over on the other side. Well, we laid those down for some reason, and I don't really want to go back to the VODs to watch out what we were thinking, so we'll have to come back to what we're going to do here. Maybe it was going to be some kind of armor shop or something. No, not armor shop's in the back, but like a leather shop or something maybe. Something that was going to be close to the wall, so maybe a guard thing or something. Our other places we started putting down signposts to remind us, so... Oh, I know. This was probably going to be our experience entrance, right? Because we don't want to go through the wall to get to this necessarily, although I guess that wouldn't be bad, but I think this is going to be how we get down there. But we might switch it to... since it actually is inside the wall, that might not be bad either, and we can put a little... Either put a door in our archway here, or put a little... You know, fancy door here that we would go in and then we could go down and get there. Okay, so I think that's probably what we'll do there. Okay. Well, we're at an hour now, so I think we're gonna stop. We'll lay down a little bit of dirt here, then we'll go down to our zombie experience farm so that we can load it up on the Twitch later while we're doing some writing stuff and mend our tools. All right. And this is another thing we do. Well, I guess we haven't done this at the skeleton farm yet, but we try to build little mini farms, like 2, 3, 6 kind of areas where where we can grow little bits of food so that while we're mending tools, we can also get a little extra food. So if we're ever low, we can kind of top up a little bit. But with that, we're gonna head out and work on some of those writing projects before our book writing meeting in a little less than an hour. So with that, thank you, Mrs. Ghost. I love chicken jackies, Milan, Zip, and everybody for all of the likes and follows. Much appreciated. Thank you for joining The Journey Begins. If you want to see more of what we're doing, you can check us out on linktree/mytripmedia. That link will be on our outro screen here in a second. That will give links to our TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube where we stream. YouTube is also where the VODs go. You can find links to Blue Sky and Pinterest. Blue Sky is where we make our go live announcements. So keep an eye out there for when we go live. And if we're able to give a heads up for stream time changes, we'll do that there as well. You can find our new Substack initiative there. So we're going to try to do weekly or bi-weekly updates of progress on Minecraft, Satisfactory, Planet Crafter, basically our streaming goals, our streaming games. So if you're interested, check that out. And if you like what we're doing, feel free to give us a follow anywhere there. And if you really like what we're doing, feel free to share any of those platforms out. And with that, have a good rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 574 when the journey continues. So thank you again, everyone, for all of the likes and follows. Much appreciated, and we will see you again soon.